Men, what do you hate about other men? I hate the guys who drink and try to fight everybody, including their own friends. A friend of my brother got drunk, then got angry and shot my brother because he thought my brother was hitting on his wife. This happened last Friday. My brother survived and is still in the hospital. That guy is currently in jail. So his wife is available now? When guys comment on girls' Facebook pics with idiotic crap like wow sexy, hey beautiful, winky face, and other things that reek of desperation. Especially when the girl they comment those things on is a bot. Come on guys, flinching just means flinching. Stop lunging at me from 5 inches away. It doesn't actually mean anything except that you're an a-hole. They are sizing you up. And having reflexes means that you will easily lose in a fight. Wait. I don't like the whole alpha male thing where guys tend to try to top each other. I've done it a few times without thinking and I cringed afterwards every time. That a lot of them can grow a full beard without childish, visible patches. I so wish I could grow a full glorious beard, but every time I try, my face just ends up looking like a peach that shit itself. If everyone could stop pissing on the floor in front of the urinal, that would be fucking great. This is why I check if my shoes are tied before I walk into the bathroom. Laces are too absorbent. When they send dick pics to girls out of nowhere, it makes us all look bad. I'm just fucking min-boggled that this is a thing. Almost everything about men I can understand, even if I don't agree. But unsolicited pictures of your dick? It doesn't even make sense. How could that possibly end well? Dudes who can't fend for themselves when it comes to domestic duties. Learn how to cook a couple meals, clean a toilet, turn on a vacuum, and develop some other simple homemaking tendencies. I can't stand the guys that think every single woman on the planet wants them. I can't stand the guys that only ever talk about getting laid, and you're a bitch if you don't join in. I can't stand the guys that need to fight another guy for every little incredibly minor issue. On the opposite face of the same coin, I can't stand the guys who think every woman hates them. That mentality is the beginning of a negative downward spiral that leads to them resenting women and becoming one of the guys you mentioned, or worse. The importance we place on sexual conquest and sexual boasting in general. You don't need to constantly remind us of that one time you convinced someone to touch your dick. Quite honestly, this is the core of most of the issues that guys take with other guys in this topic. Alpha male bullshit, catcalling, unsolicited dick pics, being a real man. While women are encouraged to not be slutty, while simultaneously being told to look sexy, men are constantly encouraged to have sex as much as possible to assert their own worth and masculinity. Doesn't matter, had sex, the whole thing is just unhealthy. I hate how the most confident guys are often the meanest. There are plenty of exceptions to this, but it happens too much. I hate how other straight men automatically assume a gay person is hitting on them whenever the gay speaks to them. Like, no, you're not that attractive, Mark. Gays don't think, oh, I want to fuck the shit out of that guy, every time they see another male. To be fair, that's how a lot of straight guys look at women, so I think they're just kind of assuming it goes for you too. Homophobia, the fear gay men will treat you the way you treat women. I'm not sure if this is common with other guys, but some guys, whom you've never met, who you just pass on the street, will look at you like they want an excuse to beat the shit out of you. Maybe that rage they have for their boss, their stepfather, whatever is suddenly and potentially me. I think most women would be shocked to know how many guys walk around with real rage issues ready to become unhinged at the first slight to their machismo. I'm Ukrainian and former Marine and generally walk around with an angry face, or unemotional face, but I'm a teddy bear. My vision is getting poor and I squint more now. I've been wondering if people think I'm hating on them when I really just can't see shit. The surest way to work up a crusade in favor of some good cause is to promise people they will have a chance of maltreating someone. To be able to destroy with good conscience, to be able to behave badly and call your bad behavior righteous indignation. This is the height of psychological luxury, the most delicious of moral treats. Aldous Huxley. I hate the guys that are so judgmental about how attractive women look, yet they themselves are ugly motherfuckers. There are no hot chicks around here. Where are they all at? You shut the fuck up, you ain't a jalapeno yourself, dick snot. Got a buddy who always bitches about being single, but he's just such a big prick that he never stops to consider the negative aspects of his personality. The whole idea that male friends have to constantly put each other down as a form of bonding. There's something to be said for being able to take a joke and to laugh at yourself, but it seems like every time you get at least 4 guys together, one of them becomes convinced he's Don fucking Rickles. I'm all for friendly banter, but there's always one prick who uses it as an excuse to bully. And if you call him out on it, he goes, "What? I'm just kidding around, a-hole." I don't mind this with a really close group of friends though. Being able to say anything to your buddy and take shit right back is sometimes just a fun way to pass the time, especially when you know each other's boundaries. Trust me, man, not everyone wants your girlfriend. Calm down, killer. Slut shaming. I do not get it. Don't we want women to bang us? Should we not exalt the slutty ones so that their peers may look to them as examples? I dunno, I just feel like we're working against ourselves sometimes. I'm fine with single people sleeping around, no matter the gender. But the second you cheat on a significant other, you've lost all my respect. Not a male, but I know they hate this. Straight man, damn that pussy, oh man, look at them fucking tits, I would fuck her so hard, fuck. Gay man, damn that man so hot, I'd fuck him. Straight man, you don't need to announce your sexuality to the world, it makes people uncomfortable. Guys can't seriously talk about anything that bothers them. Holding everything in emotionally can be a pain. I'm not holding anything in, I just have the emotional range of a milk carton. I always see stuff like this. Am I the only one who doesn't feel the need to talk about emotions? It's not that I can't or don't want to. If I wanted to, I probably would. Men that treat their girlfriends' wives like shit just because they can, and they know they are not gonna leave them. I am not talking about straight domestic abuse, but just being a fucking jerk. I mean, sometimes couples can fight and have a bad day, but I have seen guys straight humiliating and pushing their partners like they were petty subordinates, instead of a lover and a friend. Guys who treat women like some alien species incapable of being understood or dealt with rationally. Guys, they are just people, and more like you than they are different. Just talk to them, take a chance if you are interested, or treat them like you would any other random motherfucker if you ain't. Men who constantly bash their entire gender to try and impress women with how different they are. If you're trying to be not like other men, to get laid you are exactly like other men. Not being a total douche isn't some kind of valiant rebellion against your darker nature and society's expectations. It's just being a decent person, and most of us pull it off without constantly having to remind everyone how much worse we could act. The ones that catcall. This is why I hate going to the bar with my friend. Just this weekend at 1 p.m. at a local packed bar, he dead to practically yell, "Look at the ass on her," then just stared at her. I asked him to shut the fuck up, but he stated out loud, "It makes all the other girls jealous." Needless to say, we didn't talk to any girls the whole time we were there. Macho insecurity, general misogyny, not much fun to look at. The obsession with sports. Don't get me wrong, I love sports. I'm currently watching NHL playoffs, but to the point where all they live, eat, and breathe sports is just ridiculous. Bullying. It doesn't stop in high school. It escalates. And the victims are often children, women, the elderly, the poor, or anyone who can't fight back. Just because you see a pretty girl, it does not give you the right to harass her. It's so easy to think with your boner, but man up, show some respect. Their deep voices make me sound like a squeaker. Guys who hate their wives. They act like it's normal to hate being married or something, but it sounds miserable. My wife is my best friend. I can't imagine it any other way. I hate that we aren't as up in arms about the difficulties facing boys and young men as women are about the difficulties facing girls and young women. I'm consistently impressed by all the women-driven efforts to extend opportunities and support to girls. I'd like to see men tend to their young ranks with equal zeal. I'll concede the challenges are much different, and that on balance it is harder to be a female in this world. However, it is getting better for women all the time. I honestly don't think the world is getting better for young men. It is more confusing. It is less understanding of traditional forms of masculine projection. Traditional male roles are being torn down, probably for the better, but that doesn't leave young men with much in the way of role models. Nobody is going to stick up for boys if not grown men. Boys need support. They need guidance. They need to be challenged. Or else they grow up into selfish, lazy pigs. So, grown men, let's step up our game. Let's get more involved. You don't need to have a son to help raise a man. Men, what do you hate about other men? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.